Right. 1, 2, 3, sync.
Fuck.
My bad.
Hello and welcome back to season 3 of 99Vibes. We're calling it a new season as an excuse.
I think so. I think that's a valid way to put it.
For our extended break. I'm Jack, that's Adam.
Sure
and we are back tentatively.
Yeah.
We've said it a couple of times.
TBD.
But, we're back on the mics. We're in a new we've got a lot to catch up on. We're in a new spot. Studio room 3.
It's the one.
Yeah. And we'll probably be here for a while, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, future's always uncertain, but it's definitely bright in this place. It doesn't look like we're at sunset 24/7 because the lights are orange.
And you're like way further away from me now. I feel like there's, a bit of personal space involved in this kind of arrangement.
Well, I was literally just thinking, is there more space? I mean, when you threw me your mic, because you can't even hit me. Like, there's no risk of that happening.
Yeah.
And then I immediately just
spanked me,
which I think is it's a funny coincidence. But I'm glad to be on the giving end of the punishment and not
exactly.
So season 3, actually, you're on a back foot the whole time.
For sure, I'm the one who's like catching bullets.
Yeah,
projectiles.
See, there's a disclaimer, which is probably not a great way to start. I'm on 2.5 hours sleep.
Right, yeah, true. I forgot about that.
I didn't.
Which is amazing that I forgot about it because you've mentioned it 60 times.
I keep saying it and there's no reaction. I'm like, I am suffering. I just want a little bit of compassion for my flatmates. But, that sucks, bro. That's, you need more sleep. That's all I'm looking for. You need more sleep. So, oh, no.
Yeah.
That's right. Fix it.
For context, the camera that's recording me was getting knocked about as Adam demonstrated his lack of sleep with actions.
Actually, I need to lock this chair in place and then I can't lean back.
No, there we go.
There you go. Problem solved.
I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. You know what your reward was for getting up to the dawn service and, appreciating the people that came before us, all that good stuff?
What was it?
The worst fucking job.
Okay, question, law student. What is there anything we can't say publicly or not talk about when it comes to upsetting situations?
Not really, no. I mean, it's not public record in the sense that it's written down anywhere, but it's our fucking lives. We tell everyone else about it. It's realistically Dorothy's not. Dorothy.
Well, I don't feel we should say a name.
Jimmy is not going to hear what we have to say about the whole situation. Yeah, and it's not like we signed anything saying we wouldn't talk about it.
We didn't sign what we called it in
an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement.
But seeing question, how can you just make something an NDA and announce an NDA, or do you have to have legally binding terminology? So if I just hand you a piece of paper, this is an NDA.
Oh right, it has to be specifying certain things. You can't just write NDA on a piece of tissue paper and
you
just
can't talk
it
about
away.
this.
Yeah,
sign it.
Yeah.
Huh.
I haven't studied NDAs yet, but that's
always... when you do that, let's reconvene.
Yeah, all right, we'll run it back. We'll do our next podcast episode then.
Anyways, our whole place fucking sucks, guys. Let's be real. We were all thinking that. No, it didn't suck.
We were very happy there, actually.
Exactly. It's funny. I was thinking today, I was very attached to that building, and then I keep saying I keep having my last moment in the old flat. Yeah. We moved, by the way. But last moment at the old flat and leaving and just coming back. Yeah. And I was getting more and more sick of it every time.
No, for sure. I had the exact same thing. Yesterday I went. Yeah, it was yesterday. I went to pick up the laundry powder, and I hadn't been back since you guys cleaned it out. So I got there, completely empty, obviously, cleaned out, no personal effects in that space anymore.
It's an empty box.
Yeah, and I went around room by room. I was like, oh yeah, this is cool. Especially I spent the most time in the 2 rooms I actually lived in. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, nice. Spent time in here. Stood in the middle of the lounge. I was like, yep, a lot of shit's happened here.
Hands on hips.
For sure. Stood in the kitchen. I was like, hands on hips. And then I kind of walked out the front door. I'm like, chip. Yeah. Probably won't come back here. Yeah. Completely forgetting that I'd be back 24 hours later
to clean the fucking curtains.
Oh. Like I said, worst fucking job. So basically, long story short, we're going to sign on to our new place, but there was a disagreement with the landlord as to how long we wanted to sign a contract for.
Well, our old place, not new place.
Yeah, old place. Did I say new place?
You said new place.
Oh, my bad. Old place. There was a disagreement with how long we wanted to sign for, and so we just didn't sign one, which actually was pretty clutch in the end.
Yeah. Great legal move from us.
And kind of just avoided her for a while, and then, you know, things got a bit hot and heavy with her trying to force us to sign a new lease. There were exchanges.
They were unpredicted, unforeseen. But as in, like, there was no communication. Exchanges that it was not communicated that exchanges were going to happen on these days.
Exactly. And so...
Or just rock up middle of the day. Hi!
I'm here for the lease.
What do you think?
What do you think
I'm going to tell you?
Look at my eyes.
Like, the first one... let's also call what it is. I'm the worst person that you can run into. Out of 5 of us, I'm the worst one.
Yeah. Which is funny because you were often the one who had to deal with it.
Yeah. She'd all just rock it like when all you guys were at work.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Can I have the lease?" And I'm like, "Look.
I'm going to let you in on a secret."
You know what's crazy? We don't have it.
You might want to sit down for this. It's shocking news.
And then like, "Can you get it?" I'm like, there's a few things we like not sure about it. And then you talked to her about that, and she was just like, "No." And you're like, "That's not really how that works." And then that was the end of that. As I was
until next time.
Inconclusive. Vision rocks up again. I'm here for the lease.
Dog.
Yo. Righto.
Remember when you came here 2 days ago and you asked the same question?
You know what's crazy? More tired now than I was then.
Same answer.
Actually going for a nocturnal period right now.
No lease.
Do you know what's crazy? You're the last, like literally the last person I want to see right now.
I could not think
and I'm
of
seeing
anything.
you.
Yeah.
How nuts is that?
Crazy. Anyway, see you in 2 days when we won't have the lease again.
And then finally she rocks up when you're there as well.
Yeah.
I was have to evict you. And then Jack disappears at my side. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm here for the lease. Yo, we don't have... Well, I must have to... This is just getting drawn out. I have to evict you then.
That's the sound I made. It's so arrived.
You can't... Hey.
Oi.
You should have think that you rock out Harvey Specter, pull like a piece of paper out of your jacket. Hey, Harvey Specter, you're fucked.
2 episodes in 10 seconds.
It's literally this fucking camera. Oh my god. Right, this is just a 1 episode issue. In future, I'm going to use another tripod with a different camera if I still in charge because I don't know if I mentioned got 2.5 hours of sleep. Wasn't really thinking very clearly.
Bit tired, were you?
But there was a point before I was just sitting in this chair. Exactly, I was kind of. I just could not let you stay awake. Oh, this is stupid. But I was like, and it was crazy.
What?
When I do go to bed,
you won't be able to sleep.
I will lay awake for at least like 30 minutes. It's been like I'll be yawning. I'm like, I wish I could fall asleep in bed.
Posted up.
It's fucking stupid. It's not okay. But hey, sleeping is anyways. We were at landlord's.
Oh yeah, we were like halfway through.
Oh yeah, actually, Harvey Specter.
Harvey Specter rocked up, and I was just like, "You can't evict us." But like, basically, that drama started a whole list of other things that we don't really need to go into it. But basically, we decided we didn't want to live there anymore.
Yeah, well, especially when we found this place, which was better
for sure,
for better quality building and cheaper.
But there was a bit of manoeuvring that was required to act as if we were going to sign the lease while we courted a brand new place and got it locked in. And that happened in like 3 days. It was actually very efficient.
It was...
And then we let her know we would not be continuing, and we moved. And then we had to clean out our old place, which was damp, by the way. Before we got there, while we were there, and still remains to this day, damp.
Yes.
And one of the results of that dampness is a lot of leaking.
Well, actually, hold on. In the story, Jack brushed over the cleaning bit of it, which makes sense because Jack wasn't there for it.
True. No, go ahead. Tell the people.
Which is fine because he did what we all wish we could have done. It went Sama, which fair play. Would have done the same thing, but we were cleaning this place, and we came to a conclusion that This flat had not been cleaned in many generations of tenants. It was the build-up of mold and dust.
Yeah.
Was older than us, which I think was the crazy bit of it. Like the layers of this old food on the. Did you know that our like front of the oven's actually glass? It was like meant to be see-through.
Oh really?
News to me.
Yeah, it was opaque the entire
also,
time.
Also, like it's 2 panels, and shit can just get in between. Like it's like double glazing, but you can't take the glass off.
I wondered why you wanted to take the glass out of the oven. I was like, that seems excessive.
Well, yeah, it was just because I was scrubbing it. But I'm like, this is grease on the inside. I can't reach. I put hours of this, and I was like, I can't see through this.
I'm sorry.
But this is smooth on this side. I know what I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
And then at one point I had my head inside a cabinet, and a spider crawled over my hand. And I was actually by myself when that happened. The things I said about this general, like, everything. Holy shit. It was actually really therapeutic. I screamed for like... I just got over, like, straight around the lounge, just... Ouch! Motherfucker! Stupid fucking... Picks up spray, like...
I can just imagine, like, the initial angry growl turning to, like, a little bit of a sob at the end.
Yeah, no, story of my like, month.
A little whimper at the end, just get all the rage out, you know.
And start crying. But then my favorite thing I've been doing is just holding a spray and wipe like it's a blicky. And then so I grab a spray and it's the spot. It's yo, blah 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 blah.
When we're in Samoa, this is a bit off topic, but kind of irrelevant. Not irrelevant.
There was an actual blicky.
No, it was close. There was a cockroach in the bathroom.
Oh.
And I saw it, and I was like,
fuck that.
You and I are about to go to war, young man. And I was about to get in the shower, so I kind of just like was poking my head out the side the whole time, just like keeping an eye on where it was.
That's how I feel about it. It was like, alright, there's a bug. I gotta know where this bug is.
Yeah. And so like, at one point I'm still in the shower, he like crawled close enough that I could reach it without stepping out. And so I just got my finger under him and like flipped him onto his back. And so bro was just like struggling on his back. Did you know cockroaches can just get stuck on their back? I didn't know that.
I thought I was smarter than that.
So anyway,
it's crazy that you just flipped it. I would not be. I didn't put my hand anywhere near that.
He was only like that big, so he's like quite small.
Yeah.
But anyway, bro's on his back just struggling. And so I was like pretty sure he wasn't going to move. Didn't move. I finished my shower. I get out. And I'm just like, I was going to get like a glass or something and like flush him. But then I saw this can of like bug spray. And I was like, you know what? Literally. I fucking like got in my hand. I look at him. It was an execution. Just trained it on.
So it was still upside down as hell.
Yeah, just still struggling and shit.
Fucked.
Just lying there. I had the can.
It's a whole like.
Until he stopped moving. It took like 10 seconds.
It's a violation. And by violation, as you were saying, execution.
It felt incredible.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. That's you did the right thing. Don't get it twisted.
And I picked him up, and the toilet flushed.
Such a
thoroughly outplayed.
They're such vile creatures.
Yeah. Oh, they're disgusting. It was why I was watching it the whole time I was in the shower. So I want to know where you go and what you're up to.
I bet it's still alive.
Probably.
Because they can survive like nuclear situations.
And that was the thing. I trained this can on him for a while, and that's like, it would be like you and I just drinking straight. What's the equivalent of something that is that bad for us?
Mystery flavored nitro.
Yes. It'd be like drinking mystery flavored nitro. And you know what that does to people.
What two mystery flavored nitro does to a motherfucker? Does to an MF.
Hospitalized for 3 days, virtually.
Yeah, motilized.
You were in isolation before it was cool. No, that was well after, wasn't it?
It was
I'm
well
getting
after
my
it was
timeline
cool.
fucked up.
I was though. I did go into isolation before it was cool.
Oh, yeah, true, because you were like, I'm not going to fucking school.
Yeah, I remember I saw Riley and was like, oh, bro, this COVID just getting pretty crazy, which is like a conversation I'm going to remember forever now.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to dip, like, the doctors don't reckon it's a good idea. I'm just going to, you know me. Yeah. And then he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, see you when I see you. He's like, for sure. I'm like, no, like, actual. And he's like, He didn't quite believe me, but he actually just didn't see me for like 9 weeks.
See you tomorrow, bro. No, I'm being for real. I'm going. I'm leaving.
I was thinking that was today, actually.
Yeah, mate.
I think my brother missed, like, not the same amount, but like a pretty similar amount of school when he was in year 13 as I did. The difference was he had just done the right achievements that boys high is like, you're allowed, like, you're just allowed to ditch school if you're like good enough for a certain sport. You can just, or if you're a prefect, you can just
just walk the fuck out.
Yeah, you just dip. You've done the right things and now you can just ditch school.
It's a very intoxicating power to give a 17-year-old.
Yeah, the two people, like knowing you and knowing Charlie, I think it's both very cool you got prefect and you got Rose's person, but also like the personality you got, the wrong people. Like the wrong people to give that kind of power. Like you just both exploited the fuck out of that.
Posh. That's what you get it for, really, is to exploit it. That's what they actually say in the handbook.
Yeah, the thing is, I would always say things like, I'm like, no, that's not right. You do it because like it's your leadership and I ain't rocking with that then.
No, I don't know. I remember it being such a massive fucking deal.
Oh no,
this is all of high school though.
It's definitely like it's something definitely to be proud of.
I'm not even trying to say that. I just remember like in year 11 or 12. It was like, being a prefect is like this thing you really, really want to do it. There's fucking like 120 people who have started in the leadership thing.
It was always something, I felt in my year at least, everyone was like underplayed how much I wanted it, but then like the list was fucking huge.
Yeah, for sure. And then I was like, I got it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And like the privileges were nice, but it wasn't that fucking crazy. It was just like going to school, but it's like having...
Wear a white shirt.
It's like having the premium version of school.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's literally that, isn't it? It's
shorter classes.
It's school premium. It's like you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
School plus.
But with additional work.
Yeah.
With additional work. Yeah. I don't know. There were some people who I just saw get prefect, and I was like, I don't think I believe in this system.
I am disenchanted with this.
I saw some... I love the word disenchanted. I always say I got disenchanted with school in like year 9 maths. Like I just remember being like, yo, sir, what's like a real life applicable situation for this work we're doing? He's like, do you want to be a physicist? I'm like, no, sir. And he's like, then there isn't any. And after that, done. I was like, no, I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah. I mean, I remember that being like the most common criticism of schools. Like, when are we going to use this in real life?
Yeah.
To be fair, you don't use much of it.
Well, and there's so many better things that we could be taught instead of certain specific areas. But like, there's lots of stuff you do use. Like, there's been lots of stuff I've been like thinking about. That I learned in English, or I can see how this maths works here. Like, I can see how that would work. It's just so hard to explain that.
Well, yeah, I feel like the rebuttal to all that is like, you're not learning like the content for the content. You're learning to learn, or you're learning.
But that's not.
But then that doesn't mean that you have to learn via algebra. Why don't you learn to learn via something else?
Yeah. My mum's listening to this right now, going, "Oh my god, I used to not shut the fuck up about this topic back in the day. This used to be my okay." In fairness. It's because I was like, I'm right.
we love to go back to high school. Well, I feel like we haven't talked about high school in a long time.
As soon
as you put us on the podcast, straight back to it.
We haven't done this in so long. Like all this shit we used to talk about, but just on this.
Yeah. No, that's very true.
Yeah.
Did we finish? Oh yeah. So we did basically.
Oh yeah. As it comes down to it, the curtains.
Yes, the curtains. That's what we were working up to. So, they all did the cleaning. I was away, admittedly. And then we came back and we had one last job to do.
Like on the biggest cleaning day was the one day Jake posted his B-reel of him by the pool.
Did you appreciate my caption?
What was it?
Had to do it to him.
I saw that, yeah. And I was like... that wouldn't be about the cleaning, right? Every time the nice.
It was just a flex that I was inside my... Because I had not posted shit until then.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was actually quite freeing. Yeah,
you don't understand. Well, the struggle of the grease.
Yeah, no, hey.
The thing is, the people, I'm like, our landlord, our issues we had with her. But do you know what I'm more mad at?
What?
The fucking girls in it before us who just didn't clean it at all.
Yeah, well, I remember that they... did like an okay job of cleaning, but then I didn't also understand what a good job of cleaning looked like at that point in my life. So I was just like, oh yeah, like the benches are clean.
Yeah,
the fridge is cleaned out.
Which is like,
they mop the floors.
I actually never saw that place until after Audrey had been living there for a while.
That's true. I don't know. Like I remember Dorothy being I mean, Jimmy being a little...
And just like that, this podcast is never coming out because now I have to censor something.
I remember Jimmy being a little...
Cunty.
Yeah. If you can describe a nondescript person in such a way. Like she was a little bit harsh on them. And I remember thinking, we've already got like new people in here. I don't know why she cares that much. But now that they don't have new people. This is a fucking tragedy, this attempt to keep her identity a secret. Oh God, I know what you mean. I'm fucking exhausted as well. All right. This is not our best episode, but we soldier on.
So what we say is now that they don't have new people.
Now that they don't have new people coming in, I feel that they're being unduly harsh on the cleaning standards that we need to adhere to, and I think it is a little bit...
bullshit.
Yes. That would be the short version of it. It only took us 21 minutes to make that statement.
That's how I've been feeling. That's how I felt about it when I was like, oh, what am I doing today? And I was like, I could do these things. I just remembered there was this block of time where this had to happen.
I just had a very like solid plan for the day and it was going perfectly. And then I just got into a very bad mood because of something that happened before that. And then I got back and they were like, oh, time to do the curtains. I'm like, oh, fuck. And so we're doing the curtains and it's just the most... Basically, the curtains are mouldy because the place is damp and wet and cold.
The place is shit.
And so the curtains were mouldy, stayed mouldy, and are still mouldy. And we have to clean them. If those two things don't seem to quite add up to you, it's because it's a little bit kind of... What was the word you used before?
Bullshit.
That was the one. Yeah.
I mean, I do kind of get it.
Yeah.
But it's like the phase, like, well... Especially when I was looking, like, you know, talking about how mouldy my curtain was. Like, it was that mouldy when we moved in.
Dom was quite funny today when he was cleaning it out and the water was just like black. He's like, bro, you were living in there, bro.
You're just saying it because that's exactly what you would say if you were doing that.
I did say that.
No, but as if you were in Dom's position and you're cleaning my curtain and saw the black come, you're like, yo, you were breathing this.
I know.
It was the exact same timing.
I was also making fun of you in that moment. But it was quite funny hearing Dom just like...
Yeah, no, it was a real wake up. I literally was feeling like, I wonder how much of it was actually affecting my health. Like...
Probably a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of black mold.
He was like, my curtains were fine, actually. Did you see my curtains?
No, I saw your fucking curtains.
Yeah.
I saw. Every time I walk to a room and smell light, I'd be like,
this motherfucker.
But now I'm in the bigger room, so
yeah. And you got the skylight.
I got a skylight. Nah, I can't tell that story.
So... Anyway. We're out of the old place. We're in the new place.
And it's a new place. It's very lovely. I quite like it.
The new place is hopefully going to see some more podcasts coming in.
I need to get this place. I need to get like a better like podcast drop for like first like
a backdrop.
Yeah, this is because I'm still like fixing up my room, so figuring that out.
Well, but I won the tidiest room award for this week.
That was a story I said I couldn't tell. I was wondering if I was allowed to mention that.
Of course I would. I couldn't wait to bring that up. It's quite funny.
What the fuck? I was so tired. Just trying to start my week.
Aren't you still tired? Didn't you go to the dawn service this morning?
I did go to the dawn service this morning. So but I mentioned I'm tired, but I don't say I'm tired because I went to the dawn service. I'm not saying I'm just tired, general.
Yeah. Aren't we all?
Anyways, got to my room was shit.
It's messy in here. Thanks for that information. But yeah, you made a good point that your room is messier because you've lived in it for like 2 weeks, and my room is not because I cleaned it, left for a week, and then came back, and then Mum was in the next day.
Fuck you.
Sorry.
Oh, you know what? We might just have to end this episode here because this is
a camera shut off.
Yeah, because me, didn't. I like cleared the SD card a little bit.
Is it full?
Yes.
Yeah, shit happens.
We got 23 minutes, though.
That's not bad. This was a warm-up podcast.
I mean, literally was, low-key.
Sorting it out. Getting it sussed.
Oh my god, I'm just falling apart.
It's because you're sleep-deprived, I think.
Mate, put your mic towards me, like, point towards me. 1, 2, 3, sync. Okay, we're back.
Expert podcasting on display here. Yeah, hey.
Look, this was a warm up. I think we'll put this out, and then I'll do the video, which will draw more people to it for next week's one.
Sure.
So this is the warm up one. It's good seeing you all again, and by seeing you I mean we don't.
Bro, it's freestyling.
Yo, selfie stick down. Okay. I don't know if we're in shot actually. Anyways, sorry for the abrupt ending, but we'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 99Vibes. I've been Adam.
This has been Jack.
And you, I was trying to do like a good Kieran one-liner, but I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I said Curtin one-liner. There's something like what the word. That's a good one-liner. So was the. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later. Watch my new YouTube videos, please. No one watches them. And this has been 99Vibes.